welcome back to the podcast. You know how it is. We're back at it again. How is it? I don't know. You tell me. How is it, Adam? What do you think? What do you think about Alicia so far? Elysia. I don't know. Is it Sia or Zia?
How's it spelled?
Yeah.
Like Elysium?
I don't feel like
Alicia.
I have much of an opinion on it just yet because I haven't really gotten into it.
You know? Got the water. Not seeing
We're
Kevin
at the
Costner.
dock, you know. And
Haven't
there's
seen
a
Kevin
dragon,
Costner yet. Yeah.
You know,
On the dock.
Of the back.
Also,
Thank you.
not too keen about the coming in out of space, you know, like landing there, that whole process. Mm-hmm. Not
Yeah,
not
you
a
didn't
big
like
fan.
that too much.
No, not a big fan at all.
No, I understand.
at
It's
the very
already
least,
nicer than Waterworld, because
It is.
Waterworld, everywhere is a shithole.
Yeah, it's true.
And we didn't have to insert 40 quarters to get here.
Well, yet. I mean, you'll see. We'll see how that goes as we continue. I'm scared of the dragon situation. More of the... Not so much that the dragon will beat us up, but the dragon will put us in jail or something.
Right. They are edge court.
Yeah, that one.
I'm scared of the getting beat up part, too.
You know, it can be two things. Porque no los dos, you know? Like,
It's like a real dragon, not like a dragonkin.
yeah.
It's a real
It's a
dragon.
whole dragon.
Like, how
It's a
big?
whole ass
Whole
dragon.
ass dragon.
It's a juvenile. She's a juvenile green dragon.
Okay. So mechanically large?
Lord.
10 by 10?
Believe so.
Okay. So it may as well be a dragonkin.
Except that it is a dragon.
Except for
Yeah, dragonkin
when
is... It's medium,
It's-
right?
it's
Dragonkin
no, they're
are
large.
mechanically
Dragons
large,
are
10 by
large.
10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
they're bigums.
Do dragonkin have innate breath weapons?
Do dragons have dragonkin soul bonds?
I'm less worried about soul bonds than I am dragons.
Well, that's
breath.
your problem right there. You gotta get it on that soul bond shit.
Look,
you
we're
know
trying to
what I'm saying?
establish this
Also,
overlap
they might,
here.
considering they're dragons and the source of the power of dragonkin. So
Right.
they may very well have soul bonds.
A juvenile dragon is 26 to 50 years old.
Okay.
That counts as
Oh, that's a baby.
a juvenile. I mean, she's a grown ass woman, is what she is.
In dragon years, she's a
In
baby.
dragon maturity, she's like 15.
You could almost
petulant
call her
child.
juvenile.
Juvenile,
Yeah,
I'd
You
say.
could almost call
you know?
her
Yeah.
juvenile.
I don't know. I think she's
that's
like
what
an
I took
actual
my numbers
baby.
from, you know? She's an infant. You don't
An
realize how
actual
enormous
infant.
dragons get. In this game, they're moons.
That's no moon. That's a dragon.
It is cool seeing a dragon. Like you forget sometimes. Like there's all kinds of crazy alien races. I think that gets emphasized more in Starfinder than the more fantasy elements. But like, you know, the roots of this, what was originally a fantasy game, are still there, and it's cool to see in a very sort of business oriented capitalism, you know, influenced AP. Throw us a little dragon bone. You know,
I think this
That's what I
dragon
appreciate.
is going to shake us down and write us a citation for venting our radiation in a queue, in a line queue. I think we're going to get like a ticket.
we gotta pay you money because our ship
That's-
farted.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
That's
go
my
on
bad.
to.
That's what I think. That's what I've been conditioned to think about this adventure.
Yeah. That's at least the surface thing that they're gonna take us on, you know?
Yeah.
We get
It's like
more in depth if we, you know, out ourselves.
What I've realized now is that, like, I've always known that we were going to get fucked, right? Like, that was, like, the thing. But
premise of this game.
But not by a dragon.
well, yeah, that's kind of the thing, is, like, whatever logical reason that you think you're going to get fucked, that is there for you to be fucked by, that's not what's going to do the fucking.
So what you're
It's going
saying
to be
is it's
some other shit that comes out of nowhere. And not nowhere, but just like pivots hard. Oh, this is where we're going to get
You're
fucked.
oh shit, we're gonna
blindsided
get
by the
fucked by a
fuckery.
bad dragon.
Yeah.
I see you, Josh.
One of y'all was gonna do it.
I hate that I missed that.
It's a good thing
made
we
a bad
record this.
dragon
What you
joke.
get for drinking, John? Sitting there sipping out of your
If you
cup.
didn't need that sustenance, dude,
Yeah.
you could have got one in, man.
God.
How dare you drink water?
Skill
on this
issue, to be honest.
world
When
of
are you
water?
gonna become an android?
Yeah. Become get a clear spindle Aeon stone. Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Jeez.
They're cheap.
Or whichever
man.
one
it's
it
a low
is.
level
Yeah.
item.
It's
That's a
low
level.
level.
That's some level 1 shit, dude. You know?
Get it together, man. Get it together.
Would y'all use like
I
Aeon
enjoy
stones?
eating. Too
Yeah, that's
much.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I actually like the actual act of eating.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then I could just eat when I wanted to eat.
But
I would
also think
use
about-
it.
Yeah.
I would
Save a lot of
totally
money.
go for one.
Think about like this universe, right? And how much an item being readily available. And that's the thing. Aeon stones are fairly rare, which is how they get around it. But if you could mass produce like clear spindle Aeon stones, like any destitute world's hunger
Yeah.
problem is immediately
Yeah.
solved.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's why the Aslanti don't mass produce them.
That's
Yeah, it's like they have the power to.
That's why they
eradicate-
should
and that's
be
why
forced
they're
to.
the worst.
Yeah,
like the
they're-
actual literal
I
worst.
don't know if you know this, but they're kind of bad.
Fascist,
They're
yeah.
suck.
They're in the business of killing people,
Yeah.
not saving societies.
Right,
No,
right.
it's their whole bit. Even
I'm just saying, like, if you could get the means to produce clear spindle Aeon stones, like, oh my god, it would be like the cure to cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be
World hunger solved, yeah.
you would win a Nobel Prize. You know what I'm saying?
World's hunger,
world's hunger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Galaxy-wide hunger. solved.
universe hunger, done.
There's billions and billions of people on each of these planets, though. You have to make a lot of Aeon
There's
stones.
a lot of Aeon stones.
Yeah.
Eventually, that quarry's going to run dry.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
there's got to be
There's
another
billions of
option.
planets in the universe that can
Exactly.
produce whatever material they're made out of.
no,
Right.
no, that's not true. The Aeon stone is specifically made out of a material that is only in their
Aslanti,
Like
sorry.
New
if I-
Thess-
Swampy
Thespera?
space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's probably
Yeah,
on
New Thespera, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a limited resource.
Just saying, the universe is infinite. There's got to be somewhere else that is produced.
It's on
I'm not
Galarian.
gonna-
Specifically
it's on,
not Heath,
It's
and
on
I'm
Lost
not gonna-
Galarian. That's where it's at. There's
It says
a
on page, I don't give a fuck of the core rulebook.
there's a massive quarry capable of sustaining the entirety of civilization across the galaxy, but it's on Galarian.
Which is gone.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so it just doesn't exist then.
It's in the ruins of Aslan.
Where do you find that information though? Like I'm looking up Aeon stones and like this is all mechanical stuff, but it's like I want that
Lore.
information. Where do they come from? Where are they mined?
So it's in the
Where do they
back
come
matter
from? Where do
of
they grow?
the Aeon Throne adventure path.
Where do they
Which I
come
will
from?
supply, which I will
Aeon
supply to you after this episode.
Okay,
Because it's good reading.
No, I
I'm gonna
need
hold
it
you to
right
that.
now during the episode.
Stat.
right here, right now,
Right now.
right here,
Right here.
right now.
Right now.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah.
I'm here for this.
No, I'm here.
That's it. That's just I'm here.
Hey,
I'm
do y'all want to see
struggling through this
art
shit.
of the dragon?
Yeah,
Don't
that'd be
even, don't even have to
Yeah.
finish.
Art?
Yes, I want to see art.
Okay, I will post it.
I hate art.
He's gonna send us a 4-year-old's painting of a wet owl.
Can I also say
Excuse
I cannot
my-
believe
My poor snipping job, but there you go.
I cannot believe we didn't make a clearance joke last episode. I'm
I-
so disappointed in
I
myself.
was right there. I was about to, but I didn't want to
It
interrupt.
was at the cusp.
I mean, that
Cuss.
is a whole ass dragon.
That's a whole last
Talk to me
dragon.
about the whole ass dragon. It's
I'll just say that the head kind of has like dinosaur coloring. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's got
yeah,
like blue stripes across the top part of the head, across the eye, and everything.
It's got an awkward build.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it should be on two legs.
It's got those bird legs.
Well, it also looks like when you try to dress your dogs up in human clothes. You know what I mean? Like,
And stand them up on their back
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
It's like, that's obviously not comfortable.
The suit that it's wearing definitely looks like it was made for like a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing. The cut of the suit is for someone standing upright on 2 legs, but this dragon obviously should be walking around on all 4s.
It's not flattering.
She
Get
is
off
not
of them hinders.
walking around. She's
But
on
if
the
she
hinders.
was, then
off of
how
them
would
She's
she?
on the
hinders.
hinders, man. I'm
How
gonna
would she
tell
hold
you.
that data pad?
How will I be taken seriously in my business world if I'm on all 4s?
Business dragon making the deals.
That'd be a fun little like side
1990s.
comedy show.
Right.
I feel like that's like is a cartoon in our Starfinder universe. You know, like Business Dragon making all
Dragon.
the deals, dude.
That's already like a skit in Robot Chicken somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely sketch comedy there, you know.
It's very interesting. I'm looking now on her tail and around her hands. Like, there's this sort of target-like pattern that's sort of repeating all over her body. It's very
That's
interesting.
that's
The
the
blue
sort of
stripe.
dinosaur patterning on their face. It's a target around the eye.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're kind of broken. It's not a complete
Thanks for giving us a
circles.
place to aim if this pops off.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know, that's nature in action for you there.
Yep.
Shoot her right
Nature
in the
wants
thumb.
dragons to die.
That's what I'm hearing.
Mechanically, you will not get a bonus.
Damn,
for
Nature,
that.
you scary.
Love that bit. I use that too often.
So,
All right, so what's a stupid looking dragon say?
That dragon has an MBA.
The dragon looks cool. The clothes make me not take it serious, you know?
she is dressed in professional company attire.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like in the same way that you're like Adam said, like if you had a pug and it was dressed in professional business attire, I don't think that's a real business pug, you know? Like,
Well, that's where you're wrong, bud.
Well, you're incorrect. She's
That
got the data
pug
pad
stand
to
on
prove
business.
it. Okay.
look at my business data pad. It's right here. There's numbers and monies on it.
This is a world in which there are hundreds and hundreds of various alien species. You've seen Scarlin Niz, who is a fellow Sheeran, who never fit in anything. They look so awkward and goofy
and
in
look
everything they
stupid.
wear.
Looked dumb.
And look how much respect we gave Charlene Niz.
Damn.
What was his voice again?
Yeah.
Scarlin Niz.
I hope this dragon has the exact same voice.
Sorry. I cannot give this
is a
dragon
rough one.
Scarlin Niz's
Not
voice.
with that fucking attitude.
I am a very serious dragon.
It's my
Please
world.
take me seriously.
Yeah, exactly. You're already making fun of her suit, dude. I can't give her Scarlin Niz's goofy ass voice.
I mean, the suit itself, very cool. The dragon itself, very cool. The combination of the two, not good.
It's like the fruitcake, thing. Just combine fruit and cake, the two great things, but put them together. Nah.
Not so
shit.
much.
Yeah, dog shit. Dog shit.
That is the most ridiculous take I've ever heard.
Dog shit. Dude.
That's it. We hit the
That
button.
fruit
That's
is
the
cake
point.
is bad.
We like have somebody here that likes fruitcake.
No, fruit is good and cake is good. Fruit cake is not good.
Yeah, fruit cake is not good, but fruit and cake together is good.
But that's not funny, Adam.
Strawberry shortcake is literally a
Delicious.
thing.
Strawberry shortcake is great. Yeah.
Cherry
That's a
chocolate
fruit and cake.
It's delicious.
Delicious.
But
Strawberry, yeah.
There's
Blueberry
a specific
cake.
confectionery that is referred to as a fruit cake.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is no bueno.
Not very
Stop
good, yeah.
picking
And it
apart
has fruit
the
and it
joke.
has
You
cake.
just
Adam.
can't help your overthinking, can you, Adam?
That's why they call it overthinking.
Dude, I feel you. As a chronic overthinker, I empathize with you, sir.
You didn't overthink about how dumb this dragon looked.
You definitely did.
Didn't have any control over how this dragon looks.
I actually spoke to
It's
Jason
fine.
Tondro before this book ever came out.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
look here, motherfucker. I'm going to need this dragon to look as goofy as possible because that's totally a realistic scenario.
Y'all, first of all, a person made this.
A
Be
person.
nice.
Yes.
person
A
to
real
drive.
person.
And it does look.
It's
I
cool.
think,
I think
it
she
looks
looks
cooler
cool.
than we're
I think
talking about it. It is a good. It is a good bit.
I'm just lampooning. The posture is awkward. Is the main thing.
It is a weird posture. I gotta say
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it looks like she's trying to fly but can't because she's wearing clothes.
Can't quite do it.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing. Anyway,
I
so this
understand, man. Yeah, that's just the
one of
reality of the situation, man, you know? But
pulled it
consider
back.
the fact that despite the art, there is a very large, very important, very imposing dragon heading straight towards you, flanked by 3 Kalos in black wetsuits and carrying laser rifles. I believe they described them as.
I'm definitely still nervous.
Yep.
Definitely still nervous.
One more thing with the dragon, though, aside from the patterning, and I'm not joking or making fun. What's this like? There's like some augmentation metallic stuff around its neck.
I'm wondering if it's water breathing.
Cybernetics. You know,
Right.
something like that.
There's
It got
definitely some
chromed.
augmentations
It got
happening.
mildly chromed the fuck up.
Mildly.
True,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Indubitably.
Can you
Well,
be
somebody
both
has me.
mildly and the fuck up
No, I
of
guess
the same
not.
thing?
I'm
I feel
chromed.
like those. Yeah, you just chromed at that point, right?
we bit chromed.
Yeah. Just a
I dabble in the
chromed.
chrome.
Yeah.
Do y'all say scooch or
I've
skosh?
been chromed reasonably.
I say scoonch, but
said
I feel that
skooched?
Skoonch.
What?
Skosh.
that is
Skosh
that I believe that
is
is
a
the
word.
non-country ass
Yeah.
way
Okay.
to say it. Is
All right.
skosh.
Listeners,
What are
chime
you talking
in.
about?
That
Skoashed? Who
skosh.
says that?
I just want to. I need you to
People
move over a skosh.
People in civilized parts of the country say that,
A
dude.
skosh. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, look,
y'all
I
tell
know
me
I've
if I'm
lived in
wrong.
the South my whole life, but I've also had access to media from other places my entire life,
Which
and
is
I've
where
never
I heard
heard
it.
that.
Skosh.
Gosh.
Skosh. Meaning a small amount, a little.
Used in cooking sometimes. Just a
Skosh.
scotia. Just a scotia.
I mean, I
salt
watch a
or-
ton of Gordon Ramsay. I've never heard him
Gordon
say it.
Ramsay doesn't say skosh.
I think he'd slap you in the head with the ladle if you said skosh.
But
Not on my couch, he won't.
Can this dragon write us a ticket already?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
hang on, I'm looking up scooch. Nope. Scoonch.
There you
Scooch.
go.
Scoonch.
Urban Dictionary, the only place you're going to find it.
See, but Urban Dictionary doesn't have.
Actually, that one you got to go to Rural Dictionary.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
wonder if
Yeah,
that
there,
exists.
it's not even an urban. But I promise you that I'm not just pulling
didn't
that
make
word
up
out
a
of
scooch.
thin
I've
air.
heard it a
Yeah,
lot.
exactly. That is a colloquialism, I
I mean,
believe.
Emily said it a lot on our shows.
Anyway,
So it exists even if it's
Alright.
just in my language.
it's a maybe regional slang, man. I don't know. I grew up saying it. That's all I know. Okay.
I hope this
Okay,
dragon don't
awkward but
slang us
intimidating
something.
dragon.
Not awkward at all. Very confident, very self-assured, very intimidating dragon. Approaches. One of the Kalos says, "Which one of you is the captain?"
Unfortunately, that's me.
And,
Everybody back up the line.
He's in a mood.
and the Kalo approaches you, Roland, while the other two Kalos, start making their way towards the Independence. And
Yeah.
the Kalo,
Captain
Kalo-
nods to Vincent to go with him.
Huh?
I think Gadget's going to follow Vincent.
Yeah, I kind of assumed you were going. Yeah.
I'm going to stay with the captain so I can not forget to use communalism if I need to.
Yeah, no. you would intuit that he definitely wants you and Morgan right there.
the Kalo, with you, Roland, says, "I need to see your cargo manifest, and I need you to sign this." And this is a form. It's a pretty straightforward form on this data pad. That's asking you for you to sign basically permission to board and offload this cargo. And again, he does need your manifest, which you would have. You would certainly.
Yeah, so
Hestiel beat boop up the manifest.
And I'm assuming you sign these forms. They're rolling.
Yep.
Okay. As
One
you
paw print right on there.
As you do that, you can certainly see this dragon, and she looks so like bored and disdainful, and she like rolls her eyes at the goings on here, you know, and she signals at the Kalo, who's taking your signature and all that, and that Kalo motions to the other two Kalos who are going to get on board the Independence, and they turn and they see Vincent and Gadrick, right, who are following them, and they put up hands to stop you.
We stop.
I left something on the ship. Why are you telling me to stop getting back on my ship?
At this point, the dragon speaks up and says, "Because we are currently offloading this cargo."
I think some of us might want to oversee that to make sure that y'all don't bang the ship up.
Right.
These are professional crewmates. I mean, they unload all the time. Don't you think that you would want the experts of the ship's cargo bay to? Anyways.
Oh, the dragon says, "You'd like to offload the equipment yourselves, would you? Well, surely your point of contact informed you of the liability issues at play. This equipment is critical for the functioning of our operations here, and I am sure you would not want to accept any responsibility for damaging it in transit, would you?"
Right.
Will EdgeCorp take responsibility if you damage our ship?
Of course. She says, like, almost like what a
Don't
joke.
even need a sense motive. Like,
All right. We'll make no fuss. Do you?
All right. As long as we can oversee.
This will take some time. Please, avail yourselves of our cafeteria while you wait. Or perhaps take one of our guided tours of the facility. And she gestures to this yellow submersible. That's right, a yellow submarine.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Floating just inside of Alesia's massive bubble dome.
You all live in there?
In the submarine?
Yes, do you all live in the submarine?
You're asking if we all live in a yellow submarine?
Yes.
A yellow submarine?
Yes.
A yellow submarine.
Bit achieved.
achieved.
What a stupid question.
I've played you like a fool.
I don't get it. Are you mocking me?
A little.
All in jest. We just like to have a good time. Sorry, we didn't want to.
Of course.
I'm drunk.
That's not.
Not making it any better.
Okay, I see, but non-canon.
Okay.
We're having fun. We're riffing.
Okay. As long as it's not canon, like
No,
I want us to be.
I know that I
doing
have
this.
pulled that shit on you before, Adam.
Yeah.
And I know that it has upset you, and I will endeavor not to do that. Okay. I'm trying. I'll do better. Okay.
I'll do better.
I'll do better.
Gaddy, I think they're trying to tell us to fuck off.
Yeah, it seems that way. I could eat. You hungry?
Yeah,
I mean, there are some things that you may want to
I mean, I want to get in the submarine.
that you may want to ask these people. I mean,
Yes.
do you know who this dragon is?
No.
They're EdgeCorp. They're wearing
We knew that
EdgeCorp.
they were like who we were supposed to drop this off with, right?
Right.
We were told
you
that they. We don't know anything more than that, I guess. No.
Yeah, you don't. So you don't know who the dragon is. You don't know. I mean, you're expecting payment, right? You know. So there may be some questions that you want to ask.
Sure, it just felt like that they dismissed us, and so I didn't want to keep pressing.
That was just about specific.
getting off
I'm sorry.
the ship.
She's an asshole. Okay.
No, right, which is
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
is
But
cool.
that was specifically about unloading the cargo yourselves, and she was giving you something to do in the meantime while the cargo is being unloaded.
Got it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Still feels like, don't talk to me. Here's some other shit you can do.
Oh, for
Fair
sure.
enough.
Well, it
but
is.
Right.
I'm telling you, if you
Well-
want to try your luck, you certainly can still do that. You know.
In general, while we're kind of like there back and forth, Morgan would want to try an empathy check. So that's a sense motive to read the emotions. DC is 20 or 10 plus its bluff modifier, whichever is higher.
Okay.
So that's gonna be from me. Ooh, that's not super great. That's only a 24.
A 24.
10 plus its bluff modifier, or 20, whichever is higher.
10 plus bluff, or 20, whichever is higher. Okay, and what did you roll?
24.
That is a failure.
Okay. Then
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know the general disposition towards the creatures in the area.
Okay.
Dang.
Morgan would, though, kind of like try and lighten the mood a little bit. Well, okay, we only have a small amount of time here. What would you suggest we do? This tour sounds very interesting.
Yes, of course. The tour will give you a fantastic look at the wonderful things that we're doing here on Elysium. Elysia, excuse me. I know the name of my own facility.
You were just testing us to see if we...
Obviously, yes.
Yes. I'm trying to think, like... Goodness, this terraforming project is so interesting. Would we be able to learn more about that on the tour? That's what I would love to learn about.
Yes, you would.
Wonderful. And what's your favorite thing to eat at the cafeteria?
Whale polyps.
I knew it.
They're in season.
You must
This
get
is where they're harvested. It's all
Canon.
I have been waiting on the resolution of this mystery for half a decade.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god. Is there anything else that I'm, like, forgetting that's obvious? Like...
I'll say, with this cafeteria here and all these spaceports, do you get many visitors here that aren't just dropping off supplies?
Laborers who come to work. Investors who wish to get in on the ground floor of the terraforming project here in Entha. Tourists, not so much.
Not so much yet.
I meant more
Exactly.
like, you know, experts and such. I mean, our friends over there, they're consultants and just
Yes, of
got a lot
course.
of- Who are your least favorite group to check in? It's got to be the shareholders, right?
No. On the contrary, I love the shareholders.
Of course you do. Yes, we all love the shareholders.
Yes. They're the ones with deep pockets.
Right. So who's your
My
least favorite?
least favorite
Yes.
are delivery crews who ask a lot of questions.
No, it makes sense. I got the impression earlier that you didn't want to be talked to, but here we are.
Now,
Let's get on a submarine, crew.
I have a question. If, and I'm not assuming that there will be, but redundancies, all that. If there were some complication or problem once the offloading is complete and we needed to contact EdgeCorp, would we be doing that through you? Or what would be the proper protocol if there were a problem with the offloading before we leave?
If there are any problems, which I very seriously doubt,
As do I.
then I personally oversee all of the operations here on Entha. I am
1,000 pardons. What was your name?
She rolls her eyes again and casts kind of a sideways glance at one of one of her Kalo entourage. She says, I am Averin Sacrion. Excuse me. Averin.
You know your name, too.
Excuse me,
I know my own name. Averin Sacrion is her name. I'm EdgeCorp's Director of Operations for Entha and Alicia. I presumed it part of an errand runner's purview to know to whom their deliverables are due.
We knew the name, of course. I just wanted to make sure that the name was attached to your magnanimous person.
Yes, indeed. Well, now you've met me. Am I as magnanimous as you had imagined?
So, I'm gonna make this. I think that Morgan would have a little bit of understanding of how dragons work, being originally from Triaxis.
Okay.
What would a green dragon want to hear about themselves to, like, put them in a good mood?
Well, you get the sense that Averin is a narcissist, so anything that would stroke her ego, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah. Based on everything that we've seen here thus far, you and your organization, it's all fantastic. I can't wait for the tour. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
That business suit looks incredible on you.
So sharp.
Yes.
Not even a little awkward.
Doesn't look painful or uncomfortable at all.
We're so good at compliments.
I like the colors.
Is that non-canon IC there, Roland, or do you want to bluff that?
No, that's reference to our banter.
I got you. So it's non-canon IC. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You by chance have a business card?
Got some of that NCIC, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and she flicks her comm unit and sends you her business card in a
Awesome.
JPEG or whatever,
I printed out like a Polaroid camera,
That's a
or a Kodak, like the little Kodaks that print the photo when you take it.
Okay.
Well-
I think we get out of... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Before we get out of your scales, just clarifying. Just once delivery is finalized, we'll receive payment.
Yes. Your credits will be transferred once we have secured our equipment. However,
Oh boy.
I can offer you an advance of 12,000 credits on good faith.
I am
she-
a follower of Hylax and have very much faith.
She gestures to one of the Kalo, who then, transfers that credit, that 12,000 credits into your
City.
data pad.
Take this fuck off money and fuck off, please.
Gladly.
We'll be sure to stop by the souvenir shop.
I'll pay you 12 grand to stop talking to me.
Alicia is open to you. Again, please take the tour. Please avail yourselves of our delicious on-site whale polyps at the cafeteria.
We vomit, thank you.
Right. And she gestures to the Kalo to start unloading the cargo, and she says, now, if you'll excuse me, I have other very important matters to attend to. And she turns to walk away.
Cool. Where do we go from here?
Okay.
How do we get to the ocean?
Okay, so I wanted to say Alicia is open to you, right? You can certainly, couple of things, right? That yellow submersible is available to take a tour of the facility if you'd like. You also know that there are terminals that have Alicia's closed infosphere linked up to it that you got from them, that bit of info you got from Neva. And since you all worked for the company, you may have heard of Averin Sakuran before. So, if anybody wants to try to recall some knowledge, you can roll a culture check.
Before we get started on all that, can you just also refresh us what we know about Shan's situation? That she just went missing? That's like all we know?
Yeah,
Like, do we know what
Tarika-
function she did?
Tarika
Like,
and Shan, all that you know is that Shan was involved in a terraforming project here on New Elysium, or not New Elysium, here on Entha at Elysia. Okay, you know that Tarika and her stayed in, fairly, given the distances involved here, fairly, regular contact, but Tarika hasn't heard from her in a while. Like, communications just stopped.
Okay. And we would know that, like, the entirety of this operations, including whatever role of terraforming she was doing here, would be on this platform.
Well,
are there, like...
you would know that this is base camp,
Okay.
I mean...
Okay, but there are, like, remote, like, stations.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Do we know if Chan was working off of this one or a remote station? Is that
You do
known?
not know that, no.
We don't know that. Okay.
You would need to gather some information on that.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
My theme is Tempered Pilgrim, and I have a thingy that says, I've studied so much about new cultures, you often know about them before you encounter them. Reduce the DC of culture checks to recall knowledge about a culture's customs related topics by 5. Because of my familial history, could I say that that's applicable?
Well, Rysora is she works for Edge Corp.
Yeah,
But your family history is from the
Fair enough.
Calistocracy,
fair enough.
right?
Just trying to get that, trying to get it
I
in
think
however I
you'll be
can.
okay.
You gotta work.
If this is, you can get some information out of this, so, roll well. Somebody want to aid or also roll?
Is it aidable? I mean, I'll
you
also
all,
roll, but you'll
you all
definitely
work
be
for
better
the company, so
Uh,
you all may have heard of Averin.
I have a plus 10 to culture. What's yours, Roland?
My culture's not super. It's +4.
Okay.
I have a plus 13 to culture.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then I aid you with that.
I aid as well.
Okay.
I got a 0, but I'm gonna still try to aid.
Yeah, you could. Can you if you're not trained? I don't know.
With culture, you have to be trained.
Okay.
All right. Sorry,
I
Vincent,
got it
you
as a class skill.
uncultured swine.
Yeah, but
I have it as a class skill.
doesn't matter. You have to take
It still
rank
has.
in it.
You have to put a rank in.
Rank it.
Fine.
Now you know what to do
That
in the
class
next
skill
level.
just means if you put a rank in, it'll be way higher than if it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So you got 3.
It's 3 aids. Okay. Then that makes it a 28. I had a
28.
22.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so with that fantastic roll, okay, you all start talking amongst yourselves, kind of like, I know I've heard that name, I mean, like, it's, where have I heard that name? And after kind of everyone really focusing on trying to remember these things, talking amongst yourselves, you come up with this information about Averin Sacrion, okay? She is a rising star in Edge Corp. She recently won a prestigious award of accomplishment given at the annual shareholder meeting. She has even appeared in some promotional materials for the company. Okay? You also know that Averin headed a project codenamed Racetrack that ranked in record profits for the company, but relied on cheap, high-turnover contract labor that ultimately destroyed several local economies. You also know, within her first few years at Edge Corp, that Averin has been brought to court on several different worlds at least a dozen times. Charges have ranged from reckless endangerment to obstruction of justice to blackmail. In each case, a team of well-paid company lawyers successfully defended her, often through obscure legal technicalities.
Dude, corpo dragons don't fuck around.
No.
They do not.
Like, I'm here to make money and commit crimes, all right?
And I'm all out of money, so I need to commit more crimes.
Yeah.
Cool. That dragon's handling the unloading of our ship. Because be careful, right?
Yeah, no, so I would telepathically communicate all that I've learned to the party over a few minutes, you know? Like,
Well-
and, like, excitedly so, you know, just like, oh my god, look at all of this. This court case here and this court case here. She bankrupted 3 whole worlds.
Do we want to get in a submersible? Then, with this.
Do we need to find out information on Shand?
Maybe we should go to the cafeteria first and try and gather some more information so that we know where we're looking.
Yeah, so like I said, you walk across that. You're discussing all this as you walk across the bridge and into, Alicia properly, and you can freely explore around most of this facility. There are some areas that appear clearly off limits. Right, they've got employees only signage, or they're barred by a biometric lock, or maybe a portal is welded shut or something. Like clearly areas that like this is not for you.
No access.
Nope, there's crimes behind there.
As you're walking through the facility, you can see that you can obviously purchase any kind of basic food or necessities. Like there are batteries for sale, but you can't buy any other kind of ammunition or weapons. But you can buy batteries, because batteries are not just used for...
I need those for my flashlight
weapons.
to do work for the company.
Yeah,
Exactly,
my comm
exactly,
unit,
yeah.
stuff like that.
There are little kiosks scattered throughout the facility, and you can, just a quick glance, you can tell that these prices for anything here are about 25%
Astronomical.
higher than normal retail, know?
Right.
Yeah.
You get the sense that the company is taking full advantage of their closed ecosystem, much in the same way that old mining companies would have a company store and pay their employees in scrip, where all the money they make is just getting funneled back to the company because they're paying just to live at this facility and getting fleeced in the process.
Oh, I hate it.
So it's not good then.
It's not good.
You could say that it's not good. It's less than ideal. I can
Certainly.
tell you that. Yeah.
This
But
edge core, I don't think they're as noble
they're on
as
the
they're
up and
cracked up
up,
to
huh?
be.
This is
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
like dwarven mining consortiums.
But as you're walking around, you do see several of these the infosphere terminals. However, every one that you pass is attended by at least one or more company employees. However, Roland, Morgan, you think you just get a hunch that some smooth talking might be a sufficient distraction to allow another crew member to maybe take a peek at one of these terminals. But you're not going to be able to just access the terminal.
So can we start rabble rousing for a union?
No,
Dude,
God, no.
Is that the kind of shit you want to draw to yourself?
No. I was thinking
Don't
we could
even
go
utter
high.
the
My
word
captain
union
and I
here.
saw you from across the
really
cafeteria.
dig
We
your
like your vibe.
Yeah.
Tia, get in there.
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
Who's
go ahead.
at the terminals that we see? Like, anybody look either super bored or super watching people, kind of oh, that person's interesting. Oh, that person's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, all of them look bored.
Okay.
Everyone you've passed, they're
I would definitely say one person, like looking for a terminal with one person.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. You can find
just to bring up a valid thing here, I can also hack this from 20 feet away.
But we still have to get it unmanned, basically.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to
'Cause
hack
otherwise
it, the
they'll
screen's
see-
going to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody using the terminal.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You have remote hack at this level?
Level 5, baby.
Oh, okay. Aren't you a level?
I'm a level 5 mechanic.
Are we, and a
We're level 6,
1.
yeah.
Yeah, we're level 6. Okay,
yeah.
okay. All right. So, do y'all want to attempt to try a distraction?
Yeah, totally. Obviously, we do that, and we do that. I got
We
nothing.
do that. We do that.
Inspired roleplay.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I got an idea.
Oh,
Idea.
What's your
go
idea?
ahead.
Shoot some.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm just gonna shoot
do
roll.
that.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't.
No, just like just pretend that roll and cut in line. Start like a fake fight.
Oh, why are y'all wanting to fight? No, let's just converse.
Yeah,
We're like not trying to draw attention.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause then
I
we're just gonna
prefer
get in
not
trouble.
to lean into
Yeah.
bluff and
Yeah.
more into diplomacy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, and I'm terrible at bluff. So yeah.
Right? Yeah, like it's
Fair
all right,
enough, fair
Vincent.
enough.
Let the adults handle this.
Damn. Oh, I gotta go fuck myself then.
Oh my god. It's
Patronizing.
not a bad. I have a question. Is there anybody who would speak Acatonian, Castravelian, Drow, Sheeran?
Who knows
Basically, I was trying to make like a personal connection, like come up and speak to them in like Yosoki or whatever, you know?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, throughout this facility, you can find Edge Corp goons from all walks of life. What native speaker would you like to interact with?
I want a Dragonborn, and I'm gonna go up and speak in Triaxian. to them.
Dragonborn don't exist in this game.
What did I say? Oh no, Dragonkin. My bad.
Dragonkin.
That one.
Please
Go
don't
fuzz
sue
or
us,
die,
wizards.
right?
Okay.
And just walk up and in like Triaxian, just say, "Hi, can you help me?"
Oh, your Triaxin is so good. You must have been studying for years.
Well, I'm sort of from there a little bit. Younger life kind of situation. I like to use it when I can, so it doesn't get rusty. How are you doing?
Bored out of my mind. What can I do for you?
Oh, well, I was wondering. We just got here, and Morgan would kind of like shift a little bit to kind of like back up to try and give them space.
Yeah.
But basically trying to turn them away from the terminal.
Sure.
Start pulling them away.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well-
So, I mean, you can RP as much as you want, and whenever you're ready, you just give me a diplomacy check. Okay.
I heard that these whale polyps were pretty good. Have you tried any of these whale polyps?
Whale polyps, the best thing we got on the menu. I'll be honest with you.
Oh wow, that's so interesting.
Succulent paste isn't half bad though.
Okay, is there a particular flavor? Or something
Bacon.
that
Get the bacon flavor. Yeah, get the bacon
Oh
flavor.
my
Yeah, you won't
gosh.
regret it.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay, so you said diplomacy?
Diplomacy check.
Okay. I would
Roll
Just-
well.
I would just love it if
Maybe
this worked well for me.
If he said roll well, maybe roll a d30.
Oh well, I did not roll a d30, but I rolled an 18 on the die.
Okay.
That's a 28.
A 28. Okay, so all right, so essentially the degree at which you succeeded will allow Tia about 8 rounds to hack into this terminal and gain information without being disturbed. Okay?
I will also say this, that I have diplomatic nuance, and if I'm attempting to change that creature's attitude... Wait, no, is that it? Yes, okay, sorry, it's expert negotiator. It's basically I treat or creature's initial attitude toward me, I treat it a category higher.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I sort of intuited that, I guess, by you just speaking to him in his native language. You know what I mean?
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So you're good. Again, You've got all day long. Now, I just need our hacker bug to be a hacker bug.
Because I can do this remotely, I mean, for one, I don't want to approach the terminal because then if anybody else is looking, it's obvious I'm approaching the terminal. But
definitely.
What I'd like to do is maybe with Vincent and Gadrick, like pull up my little, comm unit or interface or whatever I have and do a bit of acting, pretend like I'm showing them a funny video, like, oh, look at this, like we're cutting up while I'm steadily just sitting there hacking it so that nobody, I'm trying to really go undercover here,
I'll stand in front of the screen
so they don't see it flashing and stuff.
so nobody can see it flashing.
Okay.
While Morgan has them distracted.
That's cool.
Okay, so computers or engineering?
Computers.
Okie doke.
Is there anything you have to roll for it being a remote hack? Like, is it DC higher or?
It's
No.
just you can just do it from range.
All right, bet.
Yeah, and the range increases.
It's called leveling up, Zach. Look into it.
Wow.
Dude, I refuse. I won't do it.
Yeah, die.
You can't make me.
Don't I know it?
I mean, I will say, just to read the text, which we're doing everything we can to avoid this, but in the text of it is a target of this ability or a creature attending or observing your target can attempt a perception or sense motive check to determine that you are the origin of this activity. But we're like trying to make it to where they won't even notice to want to do a
That's
perception check.
specifically why you have
All this
Morgan
stuff going on.
sweet
Yep.
talking.
Okay. I just wanted to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Okay. Computers. Okay. First roll 26. No, I mean 10 on the die.
Okay. What, do you have to re-roll it, or you get 2 rolls?
I mean, I didn't do communalism. I thought you said I had
you
like
said
8
first.
rounds. I figured I was having to hack a bunch of times.
No. It'll just, every round that you go uninterrupted allows you to gain more information.
Oh, so I
all
just
it
need
is.
the one check.
Yeah, you did the one
Oh,
check.
okay. Well, 26.
In the total, that's a success.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
So, Tia, you start, rummaging around. You're searching for keywords. You're looking for any mention of Shan. And in the process, you find some other information out as well. So you learn that the company does house hundreds of employees here on Elysia. However, there are more which are located on several mobile terraforming stations beneath the surface.
Okay.
Okay? So you start looking through the personnel files of everybody who's assigned to these mobile terraforming stations, and you find Shan's name. And she is currently stationed on a platform called Terra 5, along with 5 other employees.
Got her.
Right? So then you start going into, where is Terra 5 located? You start pulling up the, sort of the company maps, whatever, and you see that Terra 5 is currently crawling along a deep sea reef, about 300 miles away. You can save its coordinates, okay, if you want to, and that'll allow you to
Coordinates with live updates, like we can track it now. Is that what you're saying, or we can say this is where
it was, and we can get in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and if you want, you can do the algorithm to determine what speed it's moving at, and then how far away.
Trajectory and all that.
I mean, if you really,
We'll be able to find it now, yes.
You'll be able to find it. Yeah.
As long as we move, that does make a difference. You know what I'm saying? We can't dilly-dally, because then it...
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. You also, as you're digging around, you find this kind of mysterious, it's like an automated data feed. And it's connected to something that's labeled only as Harvester 1.
Okay.
Okay. But there is a camera feed for it, and it's tough to see what's going on, right? But it is certainly whatever it's down there is underneath the surface, moving around. You also see a little memo that there are 2 company employees who were recently dispatched to Terra 5, although their names and the purpose of their visit appear to be wiped from the files.
Okay.
Okay. So that is certainly some information that you get from this.
There's just some people that were dispatched to Terra 5, and we don't know who they are.
There's two employees, 2 company employees were dispatched to Terra 5.
Do we know when?
Right.
Does it have like a time?
It doesn't have a timestamp outside of the scope of this adventure. Time is nebulous. Don't worry about it. If it was important, I'd let you know. Yeah. Recently. You do get some other general information about Entha, right? In Elysia. Basically, this thing rose up in record time. Some highly skilled laborers, AI assistants, drones, sophisticated nanite assemblers, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into fabricating this facility. The sea below the facility churns all the time with heavy waves, sometimes reach up to 30 feet over, up onto the dome, right? They just crash harmlessly, though, on this magically strengthened, transparent aluminum dome that covers the entire complex.
Gnarly swells, bro.
Yeah. The designers for Elysia took inspiration from other domed installations in other worlds, and they innovated this gyroscopic stabilization system. It makes the entire platform extremely stable, even in wild seas. You found a little article that the company actually even hired professional billiards players to come have a match atop the platform during its grand opening, just as a show of just how stable this facility is.
Yeah,
that's a very cool little detail.
Right. Hestia would be really interested in that in general, because I am interested in that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell are they trying to get to so fast that they had to build this thing so quickly?
The terraforming's a lie.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Well, the terraforming, and you can certainly find this in the files. The pitch for terraforming Entha that Averin gave was that they could transform this planet into a luxury resort destination for the Pack
Called
World's
New
elite.
Elysium? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm hearing.
Wow.
That's what I'm hearing.
So, I mean, the official stated and presumed goal of this entire project is to sell luxury real estate and create luxury resorts.
Fucking timeshares.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Planet full of condos.
Correct.
The most dubious of plots.
Indeed. But that is the information that you have gleaned.
Okay, yeah, and so still kind of going along with the ruse of like showing them a funny video and like fake laughing every now and then gets all this information and telepathically to the captain and then to Morgan. It's like, I've got her, as well as many other things. Let's go.
All right.
Well, I am just starving. I'm going to go get some of those whale polyps
Morgan,
now. Thank you.
is that you? Who are you talking to? Who is that?
This is my new friend. I'm so sorry, new friend. I was so excited about the polyps, I forgot to ask your name. Hi, I'm Morgan.
No, we don't have time for that.
Okay, well, enjoy the polyps then. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Forever
You.
unnamed NPC.
You.
Quincy.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's
Just call me
you.
Quincy.
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 Yes, I'm a
I love
world
it. That's a
famous
lovely
music
name.
producer in my spare time.
I just work this job for the insurance.
I understand. Well, keep up the good work.
The company's notoriously shit tier
Right.
insurance, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while we're heading towards the cafeteria again, like telepathically, Hestia is just like, the words are spilling out almost faster than she can get them out. You know, of all the pertinent information she just found, starting with that she found the location where Shan was supposed to be located, but also that 2 unknown employees were recently dispatched there, but no record of who they are. Yeah. And then once all of that would be particularly relevant to the captain, you know, he gets all that information out and then just can't turn the brain off and is talking about, the gyroscopic technology and the terraforming efforts and all this. But then does mention, like, but it seems like this place was slapped together very quickly and, might I add, probably very unsafely. They really need to get OSHA out here. But I do begin to wonder. The stated goal, obviously, is luxury condominiums and that sort of thing. And while probably true, I begin to wonder if there's more to it than that. If there's something else that EdgeCorp may be seeking, trying to find
Yes,
here.
of course. Of course there is, Tia. They're always digging for something more. But thank you. This was excellent work. You did phenomenal.
Yes, and
Thank you,
I
Hestia.
calculated the rate of travel of the vessel upon which Shan is located. So as long as we don't spend too terribly long, we'll be able to pinpoint where that vessel is fairly accurately.
Let's go.
Morgan's got a whale polyp in their mouth. I'm ready to go.
Are we?
Oh, you
Are
share?
we go?
Yeah, of course.
Are we
right.
going on the yellow submarine?
Well, I don't know.
I do really want to take the tour.
Okay.
We're going to commandeer a submarine.
Can we steal
As
the
you're
submarine?
thinking-
Yes.
As you're considering commandeering the submarine, I need you to roll culture checks.
Okie doke.
Everybody? If you're trained in it.
Everybody rolls.
I mean, I can roll to 8 if that's possible, because I only have +7.
I'm not trained, so.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
It's
All right, Roland.
27.
Sorry.
I do not aid.
I got a natural 20 for 33.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Anybody who beat the DC, which is substantially lower than that, okay, would know that these submarines, right, do appear in large company undertakings. They'll provide tours, like automated tours, that cater to like investors and potential clients, and the purpose of it is to instill confidence in their investments or to encourage future business, right? So, you can all roll a culture or engineering check now.
Okay. I'll do engineering for sure.
Okay, sure.
Dirty 10.
30-10.
Disgusting ass 10.
I personally hate it.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, 32.
Thank God.
Tia, you know that these submersibles are, I mean, they're basically run on a very simple computer. A computer that you think would be extremely easy to hijack.
Larval Sheeran.
Given
could
your skill
steal this
set.
Boat.
Larval Sharon, an actual infant.
This is an
Literal
easy
game for babies, dude.
for larva.
Oh, man. I hope We're not getting on a Titan submersible.
Would
It's controlled by an Xbox controller.
Dude, I know.
you
That's
son
like
of
how
a
you're
bitch.
describing
No,
it.
it's-
How you're
it's a-
describing it.
You said Xbox.
Vincent
That's
is
okay.
fucking
You said a lot
hating.
like
No,
like
it's a
an
Mad Cat.
off-brand?
Excuse me, it's a
Oh,
Mad
never
Cat's
mind.
controller.
I'm not getting on.
I carry one with me everywhere I go.
A question. Okay, we can hijack this sub relatively easily, but can we keep them from seeing? Because I can't imagine that there's
We'll
not
make it
like
fart
a-
radiation, and then they'll never find us.
Oh, well then we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Okay, well,
That's how you lose
They're
it.
nuclear submarines.
you know that these tours are automated. They run on a preset path.
Right.
You know. However, you are going underneath this facility on the tour. There could be a place that's out of sight, out of mind for you to attempt to hack if you want to do that.
Yes.
You know, it's all about timing. It's all about timing. You probably need to go through the tour a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Go on the tour, see
See
where it
what's on the
normally
tour.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then make a judgment call on when's the right time to.
How?
We can't get to the number
What-
5 or whatever place without this anyways, right?
I mean, there are that you've seen, right? You know for sure this yellow submersible that has the tours. You saw 4 wave cutters that Averin and the Kalos emerged from back on the docks, but there are Kalos currently unloading
Yeah.
your ship right in front of those.
Yeah.
And wave cutter
The-
would imply to me a legit boat, like surface of the water vessel.
No.
right?
The
No, it's
wave
under-
cutters.
Submers-
They're like a single person submersible,
Oh, okay.
essentially. That like can. They're a little bit like the little skis that people can ride behind underwater, combined with a dome.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Yeah.
it's like an enclosure. You get inside of it. Dome can go out or in, and you can
Okay.
propel yourself while holding onto it.
Gotcha.
That's what a wave cutter is.
Okay. Cool. I mean, that would be rad, but like if they're guarded, let's
Yeah.
go on the tour and see what we see.
Yeah. I
We're
think
gonna
that's
go,
our-
we're gonna go for the
Is it
submersible.
a
huh?
3-hour tour?
It's a the signs say it's a 1-hour tour.
That's pretty quick.
Tour will take an hour.
Okay.
And there'd be no resistance to get on the sub.
No, it's a feature,
An
I
amenity.
guess, that is offered. Yeah, it's an amenity.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so you make your way to the location where the tour boat can be launched or whatever. Nobody gives you any problems. They move you through, and you can absolutely make your way onto this boat. It is a yellow submarine.
Very cool.
It has a large, transparent aluminum dome. Essentially in the front that allows you to see out of it. Right. It can hold up to 6 medium creatures, so that'll account for all of you and Mantis, who's also medium.
They're automated though, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There's not like a
Yeah.
tour
No,
guide.
there's not an
right?
employee or
Okay.
no.
Yeah, so
Um,
I just wanted to say quickly, whenever we get on, Morgan, being an empath, right, feels from Hestia a certain nervousness for sure about the prospect of stealing one of these things, but also an uncharacteristic excitement about it. And I also, in my headcanon, feel like over the journey here, Hestia watched this universe's version of Mission Impossible with Gadrick, and you just hear she doesn't realize she's doing it, but it's just mentally blasting out to all of you. Boom, 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 boom.
I have a question. What would I be feeling from Vincent as we get on this submersible?
So I feel like he's very present in the situation of like actually like one step going closer into the submersible. Almost the anticipation of getting on like that vomit comet of a ride, at like a theme park, It's just very much just heightened awareness of the situation that's at play here. And I mean, like, for him, I think he would probably be like almost attached to the hip of our engineer because he is terrified of the prospect of not only of a submersible going underwater, but also that this is clearly has violated every statute under OSHA and has gotten away with it. And so I feel like he would be like almost like asking questions like, well, how normally do they do like maintenance checks on these submersibles?
And Tia at first is like, well, probably less regularly than you'd expect, and then realizes your fear and is like, but still quite reasonably regularly. And actually, let me see if I can find a log. I'm just imagining kind of like when you go to a truck stop bathroom and they've got the little log of like when people cleaned them. You know?
This was cleaned.
Yeah. Right. She's like, oh yes, this was cleaned 4.5 weeks ago.
And I think like his mind is always going to be like towards the most dire situations. Like, well, is death quick on these? We will be going quite deep into near a deep, really
reef.
Deep. Like,
we're going near a reef. Yes, probably several miles. But if the worst happened, which it will not, I assure you. The capsizing of this vessel would be so violent and so fast that you would feel very little.
Capsize?
Vincent, have you done any new drawings recently? I would love to see any new drawings that you've done.
I left everything on the ship.
Could you look real quick at my tattoo? Could you tell me, do we need any touch-ups? Morgan is just trying desperately to, like, change his, like, nope, Tia's not helping.
You see, Vincent, don't think of it as capsizing. It's more like an implosion.
Nope.
Gadrick is not reading that at all, and then looks Vincent square in the eyes and says, "You were the guy that went out on our ship with that net and that space whale and getting that stuff, and you're scared of some water? It's the same thing. You're just in a ship."
The vacuum of space would kill you much
this time
slower.
you're inside
I
of
had
it.
mag boots that out there. I can't
And you
swim.
got a suit with environmental protections on, don't you?
It's not the same, Gabby.
It's the exact
It's
same
not
thing.
the same.
Morgan pipes up and is like, actually, underwater travel is much more dangerous than... well, no, never mind. Actually, no.
What was it? What was it?
So, look, just think of it this way, Vincent, right? We operate in spaceships all of the time. You have walked on the outside of spaceships numerous times. If you were to be exposed to the vacuum of space with no suit with environmental protections, it would kill you much more slowly than if this vessel were to suddenly be crushed by the weight of miles and miles of water above us. It would be almost instantaneous death, whereas you would suffer for several minutes in the vacuum of space. It'd be a much cleaner death.
This conversation. That's what Roland just pipes up. What is this conversation?
I'm assuaging his fears.
You are not doing that.
Not the case at all.
You are not doing that at all, Hestia.
I mean, like, he's kind of, like, nervously fidgeting, like, trying to, like, keep his mind, you know, occupied. But really, it's just, like, all this doom and gloom around. Well, not doom and gloom, but, like, realistic, like, statistics rather than, like, you know, assuaging the fear.
So, once Roland kind of pipes up, Morgan would say, okay, well, let's get the show on the road. And telepathically, they would send you just a little quick message, Vincent, and kind of cut eyes at you and just give you a really gentle smile. It's like, don't worry. We're going to get out of this fine. Take a deep breath, exhale, and just be here in the moment. I promise it's fine.
And I think in that moment, I think he's just kind of like, he follows that advice, but I think his hand is going to take your hand and just kind of like hold, like just kind of like.
They would give you a gentle squeeze back and then prepare for journey.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of one of those like just like prepare for the shot, you know, while it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like as he's exhaling, I figured like that's where it like okay, the descent.
So, In front of the glass, there is a vid screen in the submarine. About this time, the vid screen turns on with the EdgeCorp logo embossed on the screen there, and you hear an AI narrator start, speaking in the speakers, and they say, "Welcome to Elysia, here on the planet Entha, the Evgenia Jameson Corporation's newest terraforming project. Come with us on an exciting adventure underwater as we show you some of the exciting investment opportunities available for you here on Entha." And with that, your yellow submarine takes off from the dock, and we will see you.
No, it's gonna be fine.
We're all gonna die.
No.